Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to do some 1990s movies. We altered the format a little bit. We're going to go with our personal Mount Rushmores year by year, 1990 through 1999. So that's top four. If you're not familiar with Mount Rushmore in a foreign country or whatever, just to let you know. Brian is here from Massey's Main Entertainment, Doc, Randall Nelson, the usual foursome. We love doing these movie videos. It brings back a lot of memories, and most times it draws up a little bit of a comment and disagreement in the feedback. So enjoyable all the way around. Tonight's order for this video is going to be Doc number 1, Randy 2, Brian 3, and I will go last. So let's jump in right away and move this thing along. 1990, Doc. What's your personal Mount Rushmore? Either favorites, best of, however you want to put them. What lays on the top of the mountain there for you?
Yeah, and some years are better than others. Some are, maybe a little weaker than others. But yeah, I'll just use this as my four that I probably go to the most each year is what I'm going to say. And there could be some hits and misses, but it's a personal list for everybody, and that's the way it's going to be for me as well. My Mount Rushmore for 90, I'll just bring them off as 4. Goodfellas is going to be my list for sure. If I was ranking in order, it'd be at number 1. I'd have The Hunt for Red October. I love my sub flicks, man. So, man, it's tough for me to leave things off. State of Grace will be my number 3. It's my go-to in the early Sean Penn and Gary Oldman era, and I love that flick. Ed Harris, too. I'm going to put another favorite of mine in there, man, just for over the top and everything that's kind of crazy, but I love the movie, and that's Total Recall, so that'll be my list. I'm going to have a little bit of everything.
I like that. A little bit of variety there.
That's a good Doc list, no doubt about it. All right, Randy, what do you got for us?
I've got my 4. I've got 2 kind of neo noirs. One is The Grifters, Stephen Frears movie. Kind of has takes no prisoners in that one. Then I got After Dark, My Sweet.
Yeah.
Got Rachel Ward in it. What else can you say? Then I've got Goodfellas as well, and my favorite movie actually of the 90s with the unique camera shots and everything is Miller's Crossing.
Miller's Crossing.
Yes. That was very predictable. All right, how about a great movie? All right, Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I kind of did a little bit of a mixture here of what I definitely thought should be there, from it being a relevant movie, and then I have a lot of favorites here. But I've got Goodfellas as well, Doc. It would probably be my number 1 for sure if I had to pick one from this year. I've got Miller's Crossing, Randy, so I kind of join you there. I've got Jacob's Ladder.
Yep.
That psychological thriller with Tim Robbins. I just think that movie is just incredible. I love it. I love rewatching it. And I've also got The Hunt for Red October, Doc. I got you back on that one.
Right on, buddy.
Very nice. We're going to have a lot of doubles on this particular year. And one sweep, because I have Goodfellas number 1. Easy pick for me. I also have The Grifters, Randy, another favorite of mine. I really enjoy that. I like the cast, perfect cast, small cast, but Angelica Houston, Annette Bening, and John Cusack, they work well together in that film. My third favorite would be Presumed Innocent.
Yep.
Harrison Ford, courtroom drama, medical, intrigue, that type of thing. Office politics, whatever you want to say. It's got a little bit of everything in it. And my 4th is Internal Affairs with Richard Gere and Andy Garcia. Bad cop, good cop. Richard Gere plays a real creep in that movie if you haven't seen it, but always enjoyable and a rewatchable for me. The one I left out that I really wanted to get in was the one Doc mentioned, State of Grace. That was a tough call, but didn't make the Mount Rushmore for 1990. So let's go to 1991. Same order, Doc.
We'll drop it in right there with Silence of the Lamb Choppers, man, coming in. That'll be
nice.
I got the great follow-up to the original Terminator T2, drop it in here as well. Classic in my eyes, and really took the sci-fi to another level at this time, man. Sometimes I get caught up in my dramas, man. I just do. I got JFK at number 3. If it's on, I just kind of get hipped into it, man. I just can't walk away. I start watching. So
yeah.
And just a personal favorite for me, dropping at number 4. I always like Wolfgang Peterson, so I'm dropping in my Shattered. It's going to kind of make my list for me. As much as it's personal, it's there.
Wow, there you go, Doc. So you only had Beauty and the Beast on the outside looking in, huh, Doc? Just asking.
Number 5.
Fair question. Fair question. All right, Randy, you're up.
All right, I'm going to start off with kind of a strange look at early Hollywood with Barton Fink by the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
I also have JFK, where he throws every conspiracy theory there is in the movie. Then I also have Silence of the Lambs, Jonathan Demme, thrilling movie. And then my actually favorite is probably going to be Defending Your Life, Albert Brooks.
Exactly.
Rip Torn as his past life or post-life attorney is just hilarious in that movie.
That's great.
Fantastic. All right, Brian.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like Doc, I've got 2 of Doc's here. Silence of the Lambs, I've got right off the top. I mean, I think is it the last movie that's kind of swept all the major categories?
Majors, I think, maybe.
And T2 is on my list as well. I mean, it's, you know, not that the first one's not great, but this T2 is definitely superior to the original Terminator in a lot of different ways. I've also got Defending Your Life. I'm a big Albert Brooks fan. I love his deadpan type of humor. It's always kind of always kind of interested in me. And the premise of the movies is so original too. I mean, to go to heaven and come up with clips that are going to defend whether you move on or not. And then I have The Fisher King here.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's kind of an odd movie, you know, but I like Robin Williams' performances in it. Michael Jeter's performance was also very strong. Tom Waits makes a little guest appearance in it as well. Amanda Plummer. Just a great little, you know, kind of independent film in a lot of ways. Really kind of flew under the radar. I think it's a great movie. So
very good. Yeah, we have a couple similar here. I have Silence of the Lambs, easy pick for me. JFK, like Randy said, every conspiracy thrown up. You decide. Just an epic examination of that time period. I have Boys in the Hood as my number 3.
Nice.
I really think that's a hard-hitting urban drama. John Singleton's debut, and Lawrence Fishburne's in this, and Cuba Gooding Jr., I believe, and Upstarts in 1991. And my 4th is one that's been mentioned twice, Defending Your Life. Had to put it on the list. Albert Brooks, one of my favorite comedians and filmmakers too. He doesn't make movies that often, but when they do, they always hit home with me. So that is my 4th one. Let's go to 1992. This is an interesting year. Doc.
It's a very interesting year. There's a lot of rewatchables in here. So
oh yeah, totally.
So I might go down that road. So don't shoot me on how this goes. Reservoir Dogs is definitely on my list here. That was an easy drop. And so was Unforgiven. So those 2 were we're going to make my list because, again, they're on, I'm watching. So is Glengarry Glen Ross for me. I get hooked into those, man, and an acting force. I just can't get away from it. I'm going to put A Few Good Men on my note here. I think that'll be my round out. I think it's, Gladiator might be a better movie of a whole, but if I can watch A Few Good Men almost at any point as well. I think Gladiator is a sit and watch kind of thing. So I'm going to put A Few Good Men on my list there. That'll be my number 4.
That's
very
right.
good.
Always be closing, Doc. Always
be closing. ABCs, man.
Yeah, I remember before Glengarry Glen Ross has always been one of your all-timers. So
yeah,
good pick there. Great acting, obviously.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
And screenplay. All right, Randy, what do you have?
Mine looks a little bit similar to Doc's. I've got my 4th one. It's on all the time, but I still think Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei in a comedy are great, and I'm picking My Cousin Vinny.
Sure.
That's my number 4. It just cracks me up. And then I have with the great David Mamet script, Glengarry Glen Ross. And then the top 2 are really close together, and I got Reservoir Dogs and Unforgiven.
Right on.
Cool.
Good list, Randy.
Excellent. How about you, Brian?
Yeah, this one was a little tougher, believe it or not, because that 4th movie could have been any of 3 movies that I had right there. But I do have Unforgiven at the top, followed very closely, Doc, by Reservoir Dogs. I mean, 2 big powerhouse films. And I do have a few good men as well because of the all-star cast and just a total rewatchable movie at any moment. Doesn't matter where it's at in the movie. I would continue to watch it and where I ran across. This one where I went a little bit different. I had Glengarry up there, and I also had this one, which I'm going to pick, is The Crying Game. Something about that movie just always Forrest Whitaker's performance in it, right at the beginning, I just thought was a tour de force moment for him, and Stephen Ray was also very very good in it. I just something about the movie that I really liked. I really liked the feel of the movie, the vibe of it. I thought it was different, something a little bit bold for Hollywood.
No doubt. I'm going to break the mold a little bit because I do not have Unforgiven. I admire it. I think it's a great movie, but it's not one I go back to too often. So my number one is Reservoir Dogs, without saying much about it. Quentin's first, and to me, still his best. I also have A Few Good Men, R.I.P. Rob Reiner, great movie. Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, and the supporting cast is fantastic as well. And then I have two that haven't been mentioned, but they're personal favorites of mine. Basic Instinct I had to put on there just for rewatchability. Sharon Stone and Michael Douglas. I mean, this sex scenes alone, And the fourth one is The Player, Robert Altman's.
Love it.
Nice.
Inside Hollywood kind of movie with the murder mystery and so forth. So Whoopi Goldberg is one of the detectives as well. 1992, interesting year. So let's move to 1993, another killer year. They're all killer years.
93. I'll whip through them for us, man. And this is another one. Man, lowest to produce for me, in my opinion. But I'm going to rewatchables, man. The Adventure of a Time there, Jurassic when it came out. I got Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
93 for me. I got Carlito's Way. I think it's man, I can't get away from Penn sometimes, especially at this era.
Yeah.
Rewatchable stuff, man. I got The Firm. Big fan still. I love that flick. Cruise, Hackman. Got a great cast. And for everything that's I don't know, sometimes maybe a little quirky or odd with it or misses out a lot of, I think Tombstone's a good watch, man. I'm gonna have that down anytime I'm watching it.
Good pick.
I know it's not perfect, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff, about George P. Cosmato's coming in as a director at the end, and basically it was haphazard, but somehow or another the actors managed to hold that film together.
That's how do it. That's how you do it, man.
Yeah,
it holds up. It's a good solid Western for me too.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, what do you have? 1993.
Well, I'm kind of surprised he didn't have one film on there, so I'm going, did I put it on the wrong year or something? We'll see here. I've also got The Firm on here.
Right on.
And then I've got The Fugitive. It's different from the series in that it's kind of a thriller instead of like the series. And then I've got Red Rock West, John Dahl, just a stylish thriller. I think Rich may have another John Dahl movie coming up later. We'll see. And then I got Jurassic Park from Michael Crichton. That's one I expected Doc to have on his list. It is 1993, isn't it?
Jurassic was my number one.
Yeah, Jurassic was here.
Did I? Yeah, somehow I missed that. Never mind.
No,
Okay.
No, I definitely had that one, Randy. Don't worry.
No, you guys both had it. Very good.
Okay.
Ryan, what do you got for 93?
All right, I guess the one I've got at the top is going to be the one where it's definitely maybe the best movie, but it's not one you're going to rewatch necessarily a lot unless you're like really demented in some way. Schindler's List I would have as number one.
Yeah.
I got Jurassic Park as my number two pick. I've got In the Name of the Father.
Yep.
As my number three pick. I just think Daniel Day-Lewis, Pete Postlewaite, what a great performances by those guys. And then finally, True Romance.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is my number four. I just think that that was the film that Tarantino had to sell, so that he could make the movie, the movie that he wanted to make. So I mean, it's all-star cast from top to bottom of that film. Probably got 25 A-listers in it, and somehow this all pulls together. None better than Brad Pitt's character, probably. But
yeah. Very good. Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with you. I put Schindler's List also at the top. It's just too monumental not to have on my list. Number two, True Romance. I love that film. It's probably my most rewatchable for this year. Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette and James Gandolfini in a supporting hitman role. I love just all throughout. It's perfectly cast. Script by Tarantino and Tony Scott, director. Jurassic Park makes the list at number 3 for me. And number 4, I went with The Fugitive. Also, I enjoy The Fugitive with Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford. And I left off a couple of my all-time favorites, like A Bronx Tale and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but you just couldn't cut the mustard with that kind of competition. All right, 1994, as we approach the halfway mark.
This was
okay. So remember, this is just the favorites on like I'm watching, rewatching. So let's
I
go crazy here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Pulp Fiction's on my list, man, so I can't get around that. That's definitely
right.
Cool. So, and show Shawshank. To be honest with you, they're both they're on. I'm watching. I can't help myself. Another one of those things. Well, so when Dumb and Dumber's on, I can't help myself either. It's one of the great comedies of the 90s, in my opinion. And I'm going to drop it and give it some love here for sure. And I won't just let it die there. I'm going to put Naked Gun 33 1/3 on there as well. I guess that's these are stupid comedies and stuff. Like the Gump's on, I'll watch a bit of the Gump and stuff like that. But I mean, if I'm going to go back to my rewatchables, Ace Ventura's freaking funny even when it first came out. Man.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to have some comedy love in my life. I'm going to show some love to these guys as I move through the years.
Awesome. All right, Randy, what do you think?
I almost put Naked Gun on there because Leslie Nielsen cracks me up.
Fantastic.
I ended up putting, it's hard to ignore, I put Forrest Gump, Robert Zemeckis, just putting him in different historical events, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Then I've got another John Dahl noir, and that's the Last Seduction, Linda Fiorentino, and that's really great. Then I've also got The Shawshank Redemption, and my favorite would be Pulp Fiction for that year.
Right on.
Solid.
Cool.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, I got Pulp Fiction at the top of the list for this one. Obviously changed my whole thought process in regards to movie making. Kind of set the tone for the next 30 years. Shawshank Redemption clearly shows up as like considered, maybe the best, definitely the best movie. Maybe not the best film of all time, but definitely the best movie of all time. Definitely has a case for. I've got Quiz Show making my Mount Rushmore. I'm a Robert Redford fan as far as this movie goes. It's got Ray Fiennes in it. And he has another great performance. And here I went kind of back and forth here, but I finally settled in on Ed Wood. I like the performances by Johnny Depp and Martin Landau playing Bela Lugosi, just incredible. And something about the movie, speaking about the director and some of the craziness that went on with him. And I think I owned like 3 of his movies on cassette. Ed Wood himself. I thought they were so bad they were good.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, my 1994 Mount Rushmore. I've got Shawshank Redemption, my top film, followed by Pulp Fiction, Tarantino's follow-up. Just amazing. They're 1-2 easy or 2-1, whatever you want to call it. Forrest Gump's making my list too, number 3. And this is the part I had to really pull for this because there was so many that in contention. I went with Nobody's Fool, Paul Newman.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a good
really
movie.
Interesting movie with a great cast: Melanie Griffith and Bruce Willis, and Jessica Tandy. Just a kind of in small towns, kind of a nothing movie with good character actors in it. Philip Seymour Hoffman in an early role as a policeman too. Really a favorite of mine, so that's why I made the list.
He got a nod for best actor for that, right? He did get.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
he did. All right, so let's go to 1995, Doc.
I know what Doc's number 1 will be, but go ahead.
Usual Suspects is going to come out of the gate for me in 95. Follow that up with 7.
Yep.
Drop Casino right in behind it. And man, do I want to keep doing these things? I don't know. Yeah, it's Heat. I'll put Heat on my Mount Rushmore. So I'll just do all 4. So that's the way it's going to go for me in 95. Straight up.
Excellent. Randy, what do you think?
All right. Actually, this is recency bias because I just watched this, and that was Heat, the Michael Mann film.
Right on.
I will say that kind of like Paul Thomas Anderson, Michael Mann could use a little tightening because it's like it makes like 3-hour movies. But, that's just me. I also have Casino,
Right on.
and my second would be I love Get Shorty. I love the Elmore Leonard novel, and I thought he kind of creates the same feeling in the movie that Elmore Leonard does in the books. And for number one, I got The Usual Suspects.
Right on.
Right. Cool.
Excellent.
Yep.
Fantastic. All great movies. All right. Brian.
Yeah, for me, number one for me that year is going to be actually Seven.
Yeah.
I really like that movie. I'm going to go with you guys with The Usual Suspects, right there. And then I got Leaving Las Vegas, making my Mount Rushmore.
Ooh.
Maybe Nicolas Cage's last, like substantially role where he looked like he was trying. Lately, that's not maybe the case. And I'm going to give a little bit of a nod to an animated film. I mean, maybe this is the first one we have for animated. I'm giving Toy Story some love here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put it up there.
It was huge, man.
I think that Pixar kind of changed the game with that movie.
They did.
And they did. They changed a lot how animated stuff is done. So,
Yeah. Even I saw that on the big screen, but
Yeah.
It's solid. My list sounds like Doc's. Well, it sounds like Doc's. I've got Seven at number one, Usual Suspects 2, Heat 3, and Casino 4. We matched on one.
Rich, what a 95
Hey.
that was, brother.
95. We were doing the same shit in 95. I'll tell you that. All right, 1996.
woo! I
We're
like
talking
this.
about
Year.
this off screen. This is another
Yeah,
interesting
this is
year.
loads to pick. I'm just going to keep it really personal for me. I got like 10 movies I could have on my list for 96,
Right.
so I'll just leave it at that. Fargo's going to make my list. That's number one, well, for me. But then I'm really going to make it sound like a doc list. I don't care because it's movies that I go to and watch. Mission Impossible. Love the opening of this. Love where it goes. De Palma didn't. I love De Palma anyway. And Cruise takes me on a ride here, man.
Yeah.
This is not your genre, boys. Scream and the horror flick, man, is a really good one for me. It reboots everything in a lot of ways, and this is 96,
Yeah.
and we're still living it. I love that flick, man. That's a good horror flick. Slasher horror. It's still good.
Right.
And I don't know why, man. I'm going to stick with it. One of the most rewatchable campy movies ever. I'm going to leave it there. I got Twister. Because every time that thing's on, I'm watching that bloody thing. I don't care what's happening. So I'm going to
Got
leave
a lot
it
of people in it. I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman's in
there. So
there.
Seymour Hoffman, you know.
Another one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ray, that one, your 96 Mount Rushmore.
All right, I'm going with my number 4 would be from the Wachowski sisters. I'm going with the erotic heist thriller Bound. I really enjoyed that one.
Nice.
Then I've got Sling Blade, Billy Bob Thornton, one of the most unique characters that he develops in that movie. Then I also have Mission Impossible. As
Right on.
Palma kicks off the series. And then, of course, Fargo for me is number 1.
Nice.
Nice.
Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Randy here. Fargo's number 1. I've got Train Spotting at number 2.
Right on.
I got Sling Blade at number 3, so Randy and I are lined up there. And I've got The People versus Larry Flint as my 4th movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good choice, man.
Yeah, nice. I think it's
My man Milos behind the camera. I like that one. Very good.
Yep.
96 for me. Fargo is an easy number 1. Sling Blade is my number 2 with Billy Bob. I love the movie, regardless of the title. People think the title doesn't describe what's involved in that movie. It's just a great movie. Now, 3 is Primal Fear with Richard Gere and Ed Norton. Love the courtroom drama and the twists and turns. And number 4, I went with a safe pick here, Jerry Maguire, or a likable flick with Tom Cruise and Cuba Gooding Jr. 96. 97, I'll be interested to see what makes the grade here because there's some. This was my toughest year. I left a lot of good ones off. So, Doc, what do you think? 1997.
I don't think I had as hard a time as you did, to be honest with you, Rich, on 97. For me, I'm keeping it real. Good Will Hunting is going to be on my Mount Rushmore. So I think it's a fantastic movie and a great start for those guys' career. LA Confidential, another fantastic flick, man. Probably doesn't get enough love in the movie talk. Personal for me, I love the movie, and every time it's on, I can watch. I got Contact.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm gonna go right back to that whole fun guy flick, man. I got Starship Troopers coming in. That was my fourth
Wow,
one.
there you go.
That's an interesting one.
Paul,
Very good.
Paul Verhoeven is the director,
You got
right?
it, buddy. I love
Yeah.
everything he does, man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, he's great. He's a fun watch.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Randy, any agreements, disagreements? What do you have?
Yeah, it's I think one. I've got LA Confidential as my favorite for that year.
Yeah.
Then I've got the underrated. I think it's underrated. Jackie Brown, Quentin
Very nice.
Tarantino, Pam
Yeah.
Grier's great in that one. Then I've got a sci-fi flick that from Luke Besson that I just really enjoy. Unique look at the future. I got The Fifth Element there.
Fifth Element.
Wow.
Yeah, Gary Oldman's
And
great.
then one that I know a couple of you are not going to like. I like Men in Black. Barry Sonnenfeld. I'm taking it.
Wow.
Good one. That's what we like. Yeah, I've been on record as saying I'm not a Barry Sonnenfeld fan, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Brian, what do you have? 1997.
Yeah, LA Confidential seemed like the pretty easy pick for me here at the one spot. Then I got Good Will Hunting really close
Right on.
behind. I've got The Sweet Hereafter, which I've commented before. It's like very high on my list. Very, very heavy film to watch. Give it an opportunity. And I also have Jackie Brown as well, Randy. So I got your back a little bit on that one.
Yeah, The Sweet Hereafter was one of the ones I wanted to do, but I just couldn't squeeze in. So was Jackie Brown. I hated leaving that off. Number one for me is Good Will Hunting.
Right on.
Yeah.
Affleck and mainly Damon, Minnie Driver, and Robin Williams in a fantastic supporting role.
Awesome.
LA Confidential, number two. I know nobody else picked it, but I have to give respect to James Cameron. I took Titanic
Yeah,
at
sure.
number three, just on the epic nature. You wait your whole life to see something on the big screen about the Titanic, at least in my lifetime, and he pulled it off. I mean, I know there's a romance there between DiCaprio and Kate Winslet and all that sugarcoats things, but a well-made film. And my fourth one is Boogie Nights, about the 70s porn industry, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, with Mark Wahlberg and Burt Reynolds and Julianne Moore.
And again,
Heather
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, William Macy, Graham is Roller Girl, just ties everything together.
Nice.
Fantastic. That makes the list. And like I said, The Sweet Hereafter, I wanted, and sorry, I wanted The Ice Storm too. Another heavy film. I love those films, but they just didn't rise to the cream of the crop. All right, we're down to the last 2 years. 1998.
I like your shout out really quickly there for that Titanic in '97, because everyone goes in and knows the ending and it still made $2 billion. So it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, really. Detroit.
98, Saving Private Ryan. That's going to make my list for sure. I got The Big Lebowski is going to make my list, man. Great comedy at the time, man, for sure. That's two are going to be personal for me, man. I'm going to have trouble leaving one off, but I got Ronin. I get the great flick, man. And,
Oh yeah.
It's underrated. I'm going to have the Truman Show. I think it's a Carrie acting chop, man. This is really good on that level for me. So that'll make my mountain that year.
Nice.
Fantastic pick. I like Ed Harris in The Truman Show too. He's really
Awesome.
good. All right, Randy, 1998.
So you probably know one movie that's not going to be on my list, and my first is going to be The Big Lebowski, Coen Brothers. The movie just grows on me, all the little things, and one of the great characters, Jeff Bridges, the dude.
Yeah.
And then the second one I got Out of Sight, Steven Soderbergh. George Clooney kind of creates his like Cary Grant mode for this movie, I thought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one, I've got Enemy of the State, Tony Scott. I love a conspiracy movie, and Hackman's just great in this one as well. And then the fourth one, just for fun, this movie still cracks me up, and There's Something About Mary.
Fantastic, man. I just missed.
It is a funny one, no doubt.
Exceptional, my ass.
Frank and Beans.
Brett Favre. I like that line too.
Cool.
All right. Brian, 98.
Yeah, unfortunately, Randy, I did have the S word on mine. I have Saving Private Ryan
For sure.
on my list for sure, and I also have the Big Lebowski doc.
Right on.
So yeah, you got to have the Coen Brothers classic here. I do have Truman Show, just like Doc as
Right
well.
on.
I mean, I think it's Carrie's best performance, maybe outside of Eternal Sunshine. And I have Pleasantville in my Mount Rushmore.
That's a good movie.
Spot. I really kind of like how everything in Pleasantville starts off black and white, and as maybe you can call it sin, or knowledge becomes more accessible to even the make-believe world, then color slowly comes into the picture. I thought that was a really great effect for the movie. Very interesting technique. So I liked it.
Yeah, I like Pleasantville too. It didn't make my list, but I do like it. My number one's easy, Saving Private Ryan. Just too unforgettable. Great cast. Said that a million times. Tom Hanks too is a leading man, and the lead role in there is, you want to follow him through that quagmire. Rounders, the John Dahl movie that Randy referenced earlier. That's my favorite. Best poker movie I've ever seen, with Matt Damon and Edward Norton. Big Lebowski is on the list. Jeff Bridges' iconic role as Jeffrey Lebowski, the Big Lebowski, whatever. And my fourth one, I wanted to go with either The Truman Show or Life is Beautiful, but I went with neither one. I went with A Simple Plan, starring Bill Paxton.
It's a great movie.
And Billy Bob Thornton. I really enjoy that movie. It's got a little bit of everything in it, and I had to put it on the list. All right, the last year as we wind up the 90s, 1999. Doc, take it away.
Well, I know Rich is going to have my number one on his list. That's for sure. The ultimate high sci-fi flick, man. The Matrix is making my list in 99.
Good call.
I got The Sixth Sense, M. Night Shyamalan's debut here. Really, that's a great watch for me, man. Right up there.
Yeah.
I got The Green Mile, man. Can't get around it here, I love this movie. It's an acting chop one again here, and Hanks is fantastic. So it's a supporting cast. It's a great movie, man. Another great adaptation of Stephen King. And there's so many other ones I could drop in there, but I'm to keep it me because I want to throw a comedy in that my year. I got Bowfinger. That's on my mountain, man. I love that freaking movie.
You love that movie. You love that movie, man.
Sure do. I could have a Stir of Echoes. I could add anything in there, man. I don't care. I haven't put Bowfinger.
I still haven't seen Bowfinger, 27 years later.
Yeah.
It's coming up next, Rich. It's coming up next.
I have to give it a shot. All right, Randy, 1999.
All right. My favorite is probably for the most unique premise maybe ever in a film, and that's Being John Malkovich from Spike Jonze. That's up there. I just love that movie. My second, sorry, Doc, I've got Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick. Just love the photography in that movie. It just knocks me out. I don't know. My third is The Sixth Sense. Just great twist, and it's fun. It's one though that even if after you know it, it's good to go back and watch, where you could spot different things. And then my last one, I just think it's beautifully shot and rich in character, and that's The Cider House Rules from Lasse Hallström. Is my
Absolutely.
I like it too. All right, Brian.
Me, I've got The Sixth Sense obviously makes my list. The Matrix also makes my list. Sorry, Rich. This is the way it goes.
Sure.
I've got Fight Club.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I've got I like that movie. I mean, it's just some of the premises of the fighting where they walk up to a complete stranger and just start a fight and lose on purpose. That's incredibly great. And then rounding it out, I don't know. I think I'd take American Beauty, but it's not by much. There were so many ones there were so many different types of movies. So I think I'm gonna go with American Beauty here and kind of give it its love. So I know maybe a little dated, maybe even a little creepy with Kevin Spacey in the mix of it, but
Yeah, that's my objection to it, but I still picked it.
Right.
1999. My favorite is Eyes Wide Shut. I take a lot of crap for it, but I stand by it like you guys stand by Matrix.
Sure.
It's just my kind of flick. The Sixth Sense, number 2. The Green Mile, 3. And I'm picking American Beauty, which just edges out John Malkovich,
Yeah.
Girl Interrupted, Magnolia, a lot of talented Mr.
Yeah.
Ripley. 1999 was a really good year.
Yep.
And it was hard to narrow it down to 4. Even Arlington Road, I like a lot, believe it or not.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I even liked, The Insider came out that year.
oh yeah, sure.
Three Kings came out.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of good ones. All right, so that's our journey through the 1990s. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Leave your own foursome. We'd like to see that all the way down if you have the time and the patience. Why not? You see how it compares to the 4 of us. We like that kind of interplay, and we'll answer your comments below. So until next time, this is for Brian at Massey's Main Entertainment and Randall Nelson and Doc. We'll be back next time with another topic. Join us then. Thanks very much. Take care.